Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to the LTP Lounge, episode number, 49, I think, tonight. Yeah, wow. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mark, one of the co-hosts here. Sitting to the left of me is Udi, the drum master of puppets himself.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Hanging in there.
Hanging in there. All right. All right. Well, today we've got a few news items to go over with the park. And hopefully the people in the chat will join us and come up and steer in that direction. So let's go and roll the intro music. All right.
Banger.
For those of you that are watching us right now or will be watching us and who have never seen us, we are the Leaving Today podcast. We actually are an audio podcast. We've been doing that for 10 years. Episode 246 comes out next Monday. Our shows come out every other Monday, and this is just the show to augment that as well. Looks like we've got someone in the chat already dropping in. Hey, what's up, DLong7146?
What up?
I don't think I know DLong. Maybe we know. Have you had talked to DLong yet? Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe? Okay. Anyways, if this is your first time, we'll just say welcome. The water will be warm, I hope. We were a very open and honest show, and we do this so we can reach out to you listeners and get to know you a little bit better and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Yeah, if you get a chance, click and subscribe to the show, to this channel. It'll help. We're at 84 subscribers right now. Let's get to 90 soon. Let's try to get to 90. Yeah. We're a ways away from 1,000. That's our goal, but we're doing it organically, and I guess the only way we do it is just by keep doing it. That is, oh, please. Oh, yes. Okay, gotcha. You're on the East Coast, I think, yeah? Yeah.
I like
all right.
What's
that? What's that?
I like Oh Please. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's an awesome name for sure. Oh, my gosh. Never a dull moment in the world of Disneyland and Disney. It is constant. I remember just thinking about that right from the rip. It's like, how much news can we actually talk about in this park? Dude, even while we were there was news dropping.
Yeah, we talk a lot. We talk about that in the upcoming podcast a bit. Yeah, but yeah, we had a lot of stuff going on while we were on property. So it was fun. Yeah,
absolutely. So a couple of things I want to talk about tonight. There's like 3 or 4 things. And all right, so let's just talk about one thing real quick and see what we think. And this is, I don't know if this happened, I think like the day after we were there. And unless I didn't even see this, but she's in Arizona. Oh, please. Did you see this, Udi? Disneyland opens Pixar short film spotlight. This is in Disneyland's open Pixar short film spotlight at the Tomorrowland Theater as part of their Kids Rule Summer Initiative.
Oh, I saw a blurb on it on one of my feeds. I was like, oh, cool. And I didn't, and then just kind of right out of my head. But yeah, no, I did.
Okay. This wasn't there. I didn't actually go on Space Mountain, unfortunately, but did they have that going when we were there?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. In fact, if I had seen it, I would have said, hey, let's drop in, or at least I would have said a comment about it. But
yeah, no, agreed. And I mean, in my defense, there's been nothing there for so long. I don't even look.
Yeah, since 2019.
Yeah.
Let's see. So basically, the show runs every 20 minutes from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. One presentation includes 3 short films: Lou from 2017, Smash and Grab from 2019, and Luxo Jr. from 1986. The latter, of course, is the film that started it all with the iconic lamp jumping on a colorful ball. Okay. So this is, I think this is cool. I don't know. I'm glad they're doing it. The films, I guess it's going to be a temporary run throughout the summer, but it's possible they could get an extended run.
Well, I mean, they got to do something. I mean, that's the thing with Tomorrowland. There's too many open for such a valuable base.
Yeah.
They don't use it. They don't use it. So, I mean, I think we have a lot of good memories of that theater. I mean, Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, Captain EO, of course. There are a lot of cool things that were done in there.
Yeah.
And then it's just been laid dormant for so long.
Yeah, absolutely. It says for 7 years, basically.
Yeah.
She said it needs something there. I think all they used it for over the years was employee training. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were using it for anything. So that's good to know.
Well, yeah, I figured used for something, but I mean, still, like, God.
Yeah.
I don't get why there are so many places like that in that land.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Do you know? Let me ask you guys this. They're talking about Tomorrowland redo at some point, and they ask you, are you keeping this theater for the Tomorrowland redo?
I've already been saying that, to me, the only sacred point in that land is space. So everything else could go, and I wouldn't be upset about it. Everything. I mean, maybe not, I mean, submarines might get me, but I mean, everything else, yeah.
Yeah,
Monorail, obviously, in that, but yeah, I mean, you think about that Star Tours, and then what you call it, the blasters and all that. Like, oh yeah, you can make them all go away. We're fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I think all that can go. I think the theater could go. I think
Monterey could go. All that. Star Tours can go.
Yeah, Pizza Planet can go.
Yep, all that can go. All of it.
I just, man, I would, if I was just like a structural engineer or into construction, I would be very nervous about even touching any of the stuff above the submarines with Autopia, the monorail, and people mover tracks.
You
know?
Yeah, I mean, they've been there for as long as they've been there.
59, since 1959. Yeah.
So, yeah, you would have, I mean, you're going to have obviously inspections and routine maintenance and all the things that go into maintaining that infrastructure, but I would agree. Like, it would be kind of those things like, do we have a can of worms that if we start doing something here, next thing we know, we're in another world of hurt.
Yeah.
And above, I mean, before you're prepared to be there. I mean, I think there's a level of world of hurt that Tomorrowland is going to have to go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, yeah.
Oh, it's going to go in a world of hurt. Yeah. It's going to be one of those things where I'm going to be holding my breath for like 2 or 3 years while it's demoed and going, okay, what the hell is going on here? Mm-hmm. But that building, the Tomorrowland Theater, I think is what that actually is called. I guess it could be gone. I would love that space to be used for something else than a theater.
Yeah, and that is what would it be though?
Well, you had a really good idea years ago about that upper part being like an outdoor lounge. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Like where you could just sit there and hang out at night or in the daytime. But I think mostly it would be really fun at night, just hang out there with him. I mean, dude, how fun would that be?
I mean, maybe if they did it, if you could do like what's that one restaurant that they have over in Florida? The one where you're like start.
Oh, you mean that space lounge thing?
Yeah. Like make that like a space type lounge type thing.
Oh, well, I was thinking like upstairs, like it would be like outdoors.
No, I get that, but I mean, I wouldn't mind that.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind that either.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. But for the most part, I think you're right. I think that space is the only building that's sacred up there. Mm-hmm. The rest, except for the lagoon. And dude, I don't even know what's going to happen with the monorail. If they're going to just have it as a shuttle or not. I mean, that's going to have to be offline for years too, because I don't see them running it from downtown into Tomorrowland and people getting off that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll do one way in, one way out, one way back, one way out, one way back, instead of doing a full loop around.
I don't know. So I don't know.
Do that, like if they could even do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure they can, but yeah, that would be interesting. What says you? Oh, please. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts on that Tomorrowland Theater? Yeah, I mean, for the way it is right now, I'm glad they're running stuff there. I'm glad that it's something that they've considered, and I'm glad that it could be extended, depending on how many people go to it.
Yeah, but it's kind of. I feel like that's kind of out of place over there, but whatever.
What, the Pixar stuff? Oh, well, yeah. It's better than the High School Musical crap they were running in there.
Oh, true. I forgot about that. Huh.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. I guess for the time being, it's cool that it's there, but maybe it's time to demo that thing. I don't know. I guess you need to think about how important are theaters in Disneyland.
Not much.
Not much. No.
Nope.
At least not that kind of theater.
No, I don't think really.
Well, live action, a Golden Horseshoe, I think that would be important.
No, but those are different. I mean, that's different. No, in that area, like a theater, like a sit down, like we're gonna watch something on a screen presentation.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with that. Yep.
They may do that, but it'll be a DVC only restaurant. Yeah. You're probably right. You're
not
probably
wrong
right
with that. You're not wrong with that thought process.
Yeah, you're not wrong in that process. Yeah. Okay, so the next news. All right, I saw that happen. Like, of course, the 2 days after we left the park, the Edelweiss Lodge seating structure opens in Disneyland Fantasyland.
Yeah, we were walking right by it.
We were walking right by this thing, and can we get does this expand? Oh yeah. So this thing is adjacent to Edelweiss Snacks, and of course it looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. And I'm glad they're doing this, and I don't know why they did it, but it looks like a lot of money and design went into it, which is, I mean,
yeah.
What is that? I mean, what does it say to you, Eddie? That like, are they putting money back into the park for the guest experience? And this is a win, would you say, right?
Yeah, no, it is win, and I think when you see them do things like that, they're trying to give people places to hang out. They're giving people places to like, hey, let's stop. We'll get a snack, or we brought our own food, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And just gives them a spot to kind of like hang out and chill.
Yeah.
And I think the more areas that you have like that in Disneyland, the better, because of the fact that it lets people kind of build core memories. It's like, hey, we went over there, we're hanging out, you know, that kind of stuff. And it gives you just another area of just absorbing the park and taking in the park and just really feeling why that place is cool to be at.
Yeah.
I mean, we all talk about little spots in the park that we kind of like have we kind of like. I mean, we talk about the porch on Main Street often because it's cool. It's a cool little spot. You know, a lot of people don't even know it's there. They walk right by it, never see it. And so, yeah, I'm a huge fan of any of these little places just kind of hang out and chill.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I totally agree. Hold on.
Yeah.
We have a comment. They can make the theater into a Bugs Land theater where like the seats poke you and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I mean,
kind of like we had before.
Yeah, exactly like what we had with Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Yeah, absolutely. They could do that. Yeah. I just don't. I mean, it's cool. I just don't know that today's guest wants that kind of stuff. I mean, my generation probably kind of likes that kind of stuff, but
yeah, I mean, I think you would have to make it more than just, like I said, more than just a sit down theater. To me, right there, you're like, hey, let's give another spot for parents to take their kids for like 15 to 20 minutes and get them out of the heat, and then
Yeah.
do something just kind of chill. If a kid's having a meltdown, I'm tired, I'm hot, well, we're going to go here, and we'll see a little short Pixar animation film and be like, okay, everybody's calm, everybody's fine, everybody had a good laugh, remember these make us feel happy, and then we go back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So again, going back to the Edelweiss Lodge, I wonder if this woodwork was done by our friend up here by us that did this. And this is,
I mean, I would hope.
I would think he probably did do this work up here. But I'm just amazed by the amount of detail that went into this. I mean, they didn't have to do this.
No. And you know, and this is the kind of thing when you see Disney perform at this level, building something as simplistic as that.
Yeah.
It gets me a little frustrated on how they did the shop, Man and Viola shop over there.
Yeah.
It gets me a little frustrated because I see, I'm like, dude, that looks so cool. It fits everything that's going on. It doesn't feel like it's out of place. It feels like it's been there forever.
Yeah.
That was my biggest gripe about that, is like, why is this so brand new feeling?
I know, right?
Side is a different story. The exterior, I'm like, gosh, it's weird. Like, it's weird. It doesn't fit. Like, they messed up the exterior on that for sure. I mean, you kind of have an idea of what they're going for, and I think, remember, we were looking at the concept art, I'm like, okay, I kind of get where they're going for, and it could work, and if they execute it, and they didn't. So, like I said, you see this, I'm like, this is awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that crossed my mind too. Is like, okay, well, they actually designed a building that fit the theme of where it would be adjacent to the Matterhorn, and also what Edelweiss Snacks is. And if they can do something like this, they sure as heck can do something over in tomorrow. I mean, in New Orleans Square for Haunted Mansion.
Yep. I still keep on hoping that they're going to go to that building and over a span of a few days or weeks, like dilapidate the whole thing, make it and rework it. Yeah, I kind of hope they figure out budget, time, and money to make that happen.
For sure. I think that would have been awesome if it was like an old church or something like that.
Yeah, but it fits better with what they're going for with the manor.
Okay.
It's feel weird. But like I said, I mean, we know the concept idea was like, it's the horse stables, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Near the house. So it made sense. Like I said, when they talk about what they were doing and what the concept was, I'm like, okay, it sounds cool. Makes sense to me. Conceptually, it looks pretty cool. And then what they deliver is just too brand new looking. End of day, way too brand new looking. Way too spit and polish, way too cleaned up. I'm like, ugh, no. You know, and not to pine on it too much longer, but
that's fine. You can pine on it.
Then you look at the new extended queue.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Yep.
Suddenly, it's beautiful. And then I'm like, then you look over at the shop and you go like, huh.
Yeah, even the wall that separates like the queue from Tiana's Market, whatever, their Tiana's Palace, that is awesome with the fountain and everything. Is it better? Is it better than what we had before, though? Do you think?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
No,
it isn't. But it's still cool. Let's see some comments. Maybe a comment. What's up, LTP? What is up, Garrett Bear? How's it going? Glad you can join us tonight.
Yep. What up?
They need more seating everywhere. Last week, one of my coworkers went to Disneyland first time in 20 years, and he said there was nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're kind of picking up on that. I mean, a couple of years ago, they added that extra space by the Harbor Galley over there.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot. It really helps. And this might be one of those things where they're just thinking that we need more spots to sit. Garrett Bear says, looks like a cute little spot. Seems theming seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Like Udi said, this is great that they're doing stuff like this, because it's one of those things where, like Udi said, you could get together with your group and have lunch or a snack or something in here and just talk about stuff and connect and commune.
Yep.
Commune, I guess, is the word.
Well, no, and the beauty of it, I mean, it's not that far from Fantasyland. We all know how Fantasyland can get super hyper crowded. So it's again a nice. I feel like it's a pressure relief for that area as well.
Yeah.
No, but not wrong. Like, seating areas is like, if you don't know where they are, it's very much a place where you can feel like there isn't any. So if someone hadn't been there in 20 years, they're gonna walk around going, "Holy crap, there's no place to sit." While people like you and me are gonna be like, "Here, we'll go over here and we'll go chill," and we just know where to go.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's a little different for the more, avid park goer than the one that goes every once in a while. So I mean, again, it's good they do this stuff. They make this easier. This is again adding to the customer and the park goer experience, which is what they need to do.
Yep. I think every land has something like, well, maybe Main Street doesn't have something like this, but I was just thinking that, the Tropical Hideaway allows this sort of thing to happen. And, the dining area for Rancho is pretty massive.
It's pretty big.
And I don't ever really see people sitting in there that aren't,
nope. I mean, and Golden Horseshoe, you can go upstairs. So, plenty of space to hang out up there.
Yep. New Orleans Square, well, sort of that Harbor Galley has stuff. And of course, there's tons of space at Hungry Bear. So but this is a design win. I mean, now I think about it, I wish they had done something like this up above the old Fantasyland Skyway terminal. Dude, how awesome would that be up there?
Yeah, a little overhang. I mean, they could put like a little small there.
Yeah. But so it looks like it's being received pretty well. Awesome. And now I'm just mad that it didn't open. I mean, I think it opened like a day or two after we left.
Yeah, it was like a couple of days after we left.
Okay, Coca-Cola must have kicked in some cash for this. But no, I just love this design work. I mean, they could have put up something as basic as they wanted to, and they didn't. They kind of went to town. And I'm curious to check it out next time we go.
Yep.
That's a sad little Home Depot shed, sticks out terrible.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, they need to do better, and hopefully they will theme some of that stuff.
Yeah, to me it makes sense for that building, the stable, to be more dilapidated than the actual mansion. If you think about it story-wise and thematically, it would make sense that the mansion looks nice, and then the mansion's nice, but why is the stable so run down? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have all the ghosts over there, all doing their thing over there in the mansion, but in the stable is something different. So
something different. All right. Okay, we're kind of ripping through this. This is good though. Next news item, and this is interesting. This has got announced. This has got announced, I think, today. Yeah, today came out. Wow. Receive up to $100 dining card with a Magic Key renewal. Disneyland Magic Key holders can receive a dining card worth up to $100 when they renew their pass. The offer is good starting today, May 27th, and runs until May 26th next year of 2027. The dollar amount varies based on the type of pass. So if I do it, I get a $50 dining certificate. Okay, the dining card will be emailed within 72 hours of completing the renewal and is sent to the email used at checkout. If you're renewing multiple passes, each renewal gets its own email and card. Okay. Subject to availability, change, or cancellation without notice. Of course, you have to say that.
Always. You have to put that in there. Always.
Okay. The value of the card cannot be applied toward. I see. It cannot be applied towards the annual pass price. To redeem the dining card, show the barcode to a cast member. The account number can also be added to the Disneyland app. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's available at participating restaurants, typically ones that accept Disney gift cards. They're not valid at downtown Disney. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, so what do you tell me why, Udi, what do you think, and people in the chat, why do you think they're doing this?
Well, I think is they're realizing that that they need to start heightening their value and the people's sense of the value and when they pay for whatever they're paying for. These are the hey, we get what you're saying, we recognize what you're saying. Let's see if we can start giving you added bonuses, added things to your APs to make you feel like, hey, this AP price that you want less blackout dates, you want these things, but we'll give you this instead. So it's kind of like the way I look at it is it's a sign, another sign that Disney's starting to really recognize, like, hey, we need to start taking care of our guests more. We went to this well way too much. We're asking a lot of our annual pass holders with the price. Like the ticket price and the AP price have been climbing like well above inflation rate. So you can't
above it. Yeah.
You can't make that argument. Well, this is just the cost of everything. So we got to. So, and again, you're pricing people out. I've heard that. I've been hearing that now for years now. Well, I'm priced out of going to the park. I just heard it 2 days ago.
Oh.
Well, I want to go more often, but I'm kind of priced out of going. So
yeah,
I'm and for me, I'm in that spot where I'm lucky enough that if I wanted to go, I could go, but I'm like not yet. So for me, this is again Disney. So getting rid of the park hopper, step one.
Yeah.
Doing this for AP, step two. Keep going in this direction, Disney. Like, you got to regain the faith that we've had in the past for you to provide an excellent experience, excellent value for our dollar, and you've got to keep this going. So, positive sign. I wish they would have beefed that up more than just 100 or 50 or whatever it is. You're like, you can do more. Food is can be one of your biggest margin points. So,
for sure,
especially at the bulk that they buy it at. So, you could do a little bit more, but hey, positive step. And this is when we thank Disney. But like, yes, I always say, when Disney does something correct, you praise them for it, you thank them for it, you support it, because that's how they know. Okay, we got to keep on going. So, good move, Disney. Keep it going and build on this. Like, build on it. Make your discounts bigger. Reduce number of blackouts. Those would all be things that will go a long way to having AP holders feel even more valued.
Yeah.
And I would even go as far as saying, like, this is going out there, is like AP holders should be able to get into any of the DVC stuff in the park.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah, if you're an AP holder, you can get into the DVC lounge. That's just the way I look at it. Like, keep it to a minimum. Like, you can only have X amount that can come in during the day, because the DVC members are going to take priority. But, yeah.
Or make an AP Lounge that has like soft drinks.
There's already one. Well, we already have that AP only place up there. Over in DCA.
Yeah, the Terrace or whatever.
Yeah. Which I thought. Well, I kind of wanted to go to, but we didn't go to. Go figure.
Well, we could.
We could have gone, but
yeah,
I thought
for sure.
when we were going through, I'm like, I kind of want to go up there. I haven't been up there in a minute. And then, oh well.
Yeah, but that's not free up there. They should give you something up there. No.
Yeah, no. I don't know. Part of me goes that one. Part of me goes like, yeah, we should absolutely get it. But there's another part of me is like, AP holders versus DVC members. It's a far different amount. Like, overall,
yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. DVC members are paying. They pay more.
Yeah, for sure.
They pay more. So yeah.
My take on this was that I'm glad they're doing it. I also think that maybe they're looking at numbers that says, hey, we're having a lot of people who are not renewing their annual pass for
Mhm.
one reason or another. So we need to do something to sort of entice them to do that. Um, and I kind of see it that them doing this in hopes of luring people back into it if you're going to
Yeah.
renew.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Oh, although if I'm on the fence about renewing, honestly, at my level, I don't think a $50 gift card is really going to swing me in that direction. I mean, that's going to
Not
be
really.
one. No.
It's one
Uh,
meal, 1.5 meal for you. You know,
yeah, it is really.
depending on where you go. You know, as well.
Yeah. Let's see. Some comments, maybe. Um, Tiana's and Red Rose cheating is super limited. Tiana's and Red Rose. Oh, uh, yeah, Red Rose. Actually, that's kind of big inside. A little bit bigger than I thought. But I,
Yeah, it has more space than I think people realize in Red Rose Tavern.
yeah,
There, there's one little spot, like if you turn the corner, there's a cool little spot up there in there inside
yeah,
that we recorded that.
yep,
That
yep,
was empty. It was
yep.
empty. It was full. Everybody was outside or in the other rooms, and we were like, "Hey, why don't we just sit over here where nobody's at?"
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it is
But
limited. No, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is limited,
yeah,
but I would say there's probably more space than most people think.
yeah, and I agree with you about Tiana's too.
Yeah.
Let's see here. They haven't given any kind of incentive on keys or passes in many years. I guess they're getting a little desperate. Yeah, I think it's a combination of what Udi said, and I think that they're also looking at the renewal rates
Mm-hmm.
and go, what can we do to sweeten the pot?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think, and see, this thing is, this is them putting out the testers, seeing what kind of response they're going to get. I mean, really, we all know as AP holders, past and present, um, the way to earn our AP dollars is to reduce the number of blackouts and give us a bigger discount. I mean, that's pretty much it. You do that, your numbers will go back up.
Yeah.
Just
They just got too greedy with the pricing even for the passes. I agree.
Yep. I mean, we know they're not going to lower. I mean, that would be the ultimate if they lowered AP prices, or like we've been talking about forever. Thank you. Or we've been talking about forever would be adding that middle space one.
Yep.
That would bring in a ton of people. That would probably bring me in. I'm not gonna lie. If they
Oh, yeah.
put that middle one, I'd be like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, if they dropped like a 751 or something like that, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'd go.
Let's see here. Should also start at 100 for the Imagine, and the Inspire should be 200 or 250.
Yeah,
So 100, 150, 200. Oh yeah, I think you're right, Gilbert. Yeah, I think you're right with that.
Yeah, because that would feed people. I mean, then that would be like, well, hey, I mean, I would say this if I had a $200 food card, I'd be like, all right, well, I'll use this for one of my trips, and I'll eat one day, one of my meals, and use it, and then I'm like, next trip I'll use the next one, and the next trip I'll use another one. Like literally, I would plan it in that fashion. Like I'd be like, well, this 2 or 3 day trip, I'll eat one day on this card. My next one will be, I would do the same thing, like all the way down. And I would use it as a point of like, hey, at least when I go down, I can eat at least one meal. Or I could, you know what I mean? That is how I would personally do that.
Yeah, but that isn't per trip; it's per year.
No, I get that. No. What I'm saying is that I would break it up. So if I had like a $200, so you're saying, so if I had 100,
yeah,
I'd pay on one of these meals during this trip, I will use $25 of it per se, like a quarter of it, and then my next trip I'll use another $25 of it. That's how I would break it down.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that would make sense.
So I would use it just kind of busy budget it out, and I know at least, hey, one meal I'm having on the park. So, yeah.
Yeah, 25 is like 2 cookies. I agree.
Yeah, no, it's really a small thing. I mean, like I said, it's really like, hey, it's the least I can do. And like, yes,
it is. It is the least.
Yeah, it's something, and I think again, it's still good though. You can't we can be critical of it, but I'm being hesitant of like straight out talking trash about it because
Oh no, I'm not talking
And,
trash.
well, I'm saying me personally. Me personally,
Oh,
I kind of want to be like, really? But the other part of me is like, but it's a good thing. It was a
it
good,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good thing. And another thing I wish that they would do, like if I read, because my pass expires in like early January, and if it goes up in value, up in price, I wish they would let me renew for my original signed contract
Yep.
price.
Yep. The grandfather
Uh,
and letting people grandfather them back into where you were would be massive too. Like if you were an AP
yes,
holder that were solid for, a number. I mean, they could even put a table out there. It's like, hey, if you had an AP for 1, 2, 3 years, like we're gonna knock off X amount, like as a thank you. Like if you had an AP for like 5 years, we're gonna give you that rate. If you had an AP for 10 years, we're gonna give you that original rate. Like that kind of thing.
yes,
That would definitely be a thing. It would create to me that would create a big incentive for people who used to have them and love going to the park that maybe have been like, it's just too expensive for me now because of the raising of the rates. They're not going to do that. So, and again, I keep on going back to it. It's like AP holders, for the most part, I think nowadays we've kind of, I think, and I could be wrong, but I grew up in the era of like I didn't have an AP, but we went to the park often. But
right,
we ate, we all have that story of the cooler in the van, where
yeah,
it's like we're hungry, we go back to the parking lot, we pop the cooler up, and we're making our sandwiches in the parking lot.
yeah.
That kind of thing. I think, and then a souvenir was something small, like ears or a candy or something. You know what I mean? So I think now most people have kind of morphed now, and Disney's often done a great job of offering more.
Yeah.
For I mean, a lot with the food and the experience, but in merch as well. So I think a lot of people who are now AP holders, we all kind of go like, "Hey, Mark, we ate pretty much on property the couple of days we were there, right? We
Uh,
we
entirely on property.
yeah, we did not go off property to eat. So when you think about that, that's another thing is like we're more people are now getting very used because the quality of the food, the variety of the food, and the experiences in the park are far far above what we grew up with. So I think that's another thing that some people have. How can I put it? It's just different. So as an AP holder, if I have an AP and I go there, and literally the only time that I didn't eat at the park was for Denny's, and that has pretty much been replaced now. You know what I mean?
Oh
With
yeah,
what about the was it the Maple,
the Great Maple.
the Great Maple?
Yeah,
Like I want to eat breakfast there every day. Now, I mean, if I'm going to have a good breakfast, that's where I'm going to go now. It was
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
It was amazing. So you know what I'm saying, and that's technically on property. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I don't know. I feel like you do that, we're still going to feed the park money in food and in merch. And so because I think that was one of the knocks that that Disney has, like, well, they don't really spend money. They come over here, they just occupy the park, they fill in, they make everything more crowded, and then they go home. And they don't really spend any more money. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like that's changing. I feel that's changing. And I mean, that's to Disney's credit because they're now made it where people are going to go there and yeah, let's go have dinner at the park. You know what I mean? Let's go grab a drink. Let's go over here, DCA. We'll grab a drink and we'll go hang out over there. You know what I mean? Or
Oh
we'll go
yeah.
down Disney and we'll do that there. So I don't know, man. I feel like they need to now tap back into that market. And again, the whole point of it is that this is what I think they're doing. I mean, with this
Yeah. Yeah.
slow, very small step, but yeah,
Yeah.
necessary.
Yes. Yeah. And necessary.
Yeah.
Comment. The real question for me is: are they going to bring back the 3 or 2 day park hopper tickets at Costco this year? If so, I'll go. If not, I just don't see it. That's a great question.
I'm gonna tell you this for me personally. I'm really hoping they do. I'm really hoping they do because if they do, I'm going. I mean, there's no question of like if. It's more of the question of well, okay, when am I scheduling to go? And this will be different. I will go all 3 days. That will be my plan. I will go boom, boom, boom. I'll make my 3 days. It won't be like what I had to do this last one too, and then figure out another trip. It'll be a 3-day trip.
Yeah, in fact, I think the last Costco deal was ridiculous. It was like $450 for 3 park hopper days, and you got like $100 gift card or food voucher.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so that was the Costco deal. It wasn't. I mean, that was ridiculous. I mean, I think it was a great deal.
No, it wasn't $450.
The Costco deal was. The one from Disneyland was $250 for 3 days.
No, I'm pretty sure the Costco deal was the same.
Somebody can verify that.
Remind us, please. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
You may be right.
But that was California resident, though. To be fair, that was California resident, and they're in Arizona, so that's different. The California resident was the one. So hold on, let me clarify. The California resident is the one that I had. That was $250.
Yes.
Costco, I think, was the same.
But okay, but Costco threw in like a gift card for food as well,
okay.
And yeah, you did not get that.
No.
But that is great, and I wish that they will. Here's my big rub in that, though, is that pretty much from like June until end of the year, it gets pretty crowded at Disneyland.
Okay.
I mean, so I don't know that they really need to. Should they? Or could they? Yes, of course. And I wish that they would.
Yeah.
Because they need to bring more people back in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Gary Bear has a comment. For me and my wife, the food and drinks is an extra 50% of the experience.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm saying he's proving my point.
Yeah.
I think more and more, and here's the other part of it too, and this is the other. There's so many weird layers to this that sometimes people don't really think about them all, and then we start talking, and my mind starts going blah, blah, blah. Because I think one of the other things is the Disney adult is a real thing. You know, it's a real thing. We have the negative Disney adults, and then the ones that kind of are like, how do I put it nicely? Weird. I'm gonna leave it at weird. A little weird.
Yes.
a
little.
Not bad people. A little weird. But then you have people like us, which I consider again myself a Disney adult. But because of what we go for. Yeah, we do go for an attraction to get and go for a ride. But we also tap in with theming and technology and history and food and drink, and it's a more evolved, for lack of a better way, a more evolved experience than just going from attraction to attraction. I actually had a good conversation with my friend Jared, and I literally told him, I said, dude, I forget that he and his wife like going to Disney. They don't go that often, but they like going. His wife loves going to Disneyland, and I'm like, why have I never, ever invited you to come with me or come with us?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, because he's used to going with his work partner and his family. And his family's, his wife and like 2 or 3 kids. So they do Disney with kids. And then he and his wife want to do it more like what we do. They want to take the slower pace. They want to take some pictures. They want to go sit down and have a drink and kind of chill and hang out. They want to go ride every once in a while, ride an attraction every once in a while. But it isn't like we're going to run around like mad, like it is when you have kids. They want to ride on this and ride on this and go on this and go on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and. Am I gone?
You're black now. A black screen. I can only hear you. Yeah.
Do I keep on going? Do I restart?
I don't know how you did it last time.
I have to restart it. Restart my whole thing.
Okay,
I'll restart. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, but let me just comment on that, Gare Bear. For the drinks, the snacks, or 50% experience. That's the same way that I feel. Like when I go with my daughters, that is one of the things that they spend a lot of time looking. Okay, what's next going to be available when we're here, and we make a point of going to those things and sharing stuff. And that to me is part of the experience. That's the vibes override sort of thing that I kind of subscribe to. And it sounds like you kind of do the same thing as well. So yeah, I definitely am in league with you on that, Garrett Bear. But it's half of the experience for the attract. I mean, going and having food and drinks with people. On this last trip, I mean, we spent a lot of time with our new friends having dinner and snacks and sitting around and talking, and that was such a blast for me to do that. I mean, we did it in DCA with Jay and George, and with our drinks, and then we had a nice dinner at Plaza Inn. We had a nice dinner at Ballast Point. We had a good conversation outside the Rose Street veranda. So yeah, that's all part of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good.
I'm back. I'm back, right?
You are back in full force. So yeah, you were saying, yeah, your friend Jared. I had no idea he was into this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's not like crazy into it, but enough, where he likes to go and he enjoys it, and he has like he likes digging in like in that and just being vibing and kind of chilling, hanging. He finds enjoyment in going there. So I was like, okay, well, and the same thing with my friend Hunter. I think you were there when you and I both had this conversation with him, kind of like, you need to come with us because his experience with Disneyland has been the same. Always going with his brother or his sister's kids. Having 4 or 5 kids just in tow and the whole thing. So we're like, yeah, dude, you need to come hang out with us there. It's a different experience. So yeah. I think, again, this is Disney realizing they need to begin to really tap into these people because they have money. We have money. We have money to spend. We have some amount of disposable income and, make us want to spend it there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I got the California resident $4.50 for 3 days. Missed out on the free dining card from Costco though. Okay, so did you get yours at Costco? At Costco, or where did you get that one, Garrett Bear? Because the one the one for $2.50, I bought that one too because I didn't even have an annual pass when that came out.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that? Okay. But that was a great question that Please asked. Is are they going to bring this back? And they don't need to, but I wish they would because more people can go.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, end of day, Disneyland is always going to be crowded, and that is one of the things that it comes with the territory. If you're going to go and complain like it's too busy, then not to sound like a jerk, but adjust your attitude and adjust your expectation. Okay.
Okay.
I think when people go on that, I mean, other than the certain people who do have problem with crowds, I don't want to knock those people because that's a legit thing.
Sure.
But the average is like, it's just so busy and there's so many people. I'm like, well, then you're focusing on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
I mean, remember when we were walking through, when we were coming back and going through downtown, just like, what in the what? It was like just a sea of humanity caught us off guard. But did we freak out and get angry? Like, what is going on? And what do? We just maneuvered through it because we're like, there. And then we hit another crowd. And what do? We just maneuvered through it. So it's just part of the territory. And I think, maybe this explains why Disney went so hard with the price and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be like, okay, we got to reduce the number of people. Okay. Because it's too crowded. Okay. Because that's a big complaint. Okay. But in order for us to do that, we still need to make our money. So what do? Well, we raise ticket prices.
Yeah.
Less people, higher ticket prices. More people, lower ticket prices. It's kind of the way that goes.
The way it goes. Okay, so Please has a comment. Costco had 2 deals. The first one for the summer and fall was a 3-day park hopper with Lightning Lane and a $40 gift card. Okay, yeah, right. That is correct. The second one was a 2-day park hopper with Lightning Lane and no card. Ah, okay. Awesome. Do you remember what those cost? But a 3-day park hopper with Lightning Lane and a $40 gift card. That's actually a good deal.
If that was $450,
That might be something. And well, I don't know if you could convert that to an AP though. You probably could.
probably could.
That would have been something. Would have been something.
Yeah, 450. Yeah, at 450, like depending on which one, you're already halfway there,
Yeah.
or almost halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. I mean, good. We got 10 minutes left. Let me ask you this now. Changing the pivot from the annual pass and ticket. However, folks in the chat, if you guys want to continue that talk, please bring it up what your thoughts are. But for the sake of that, please, I hope they bring it back because more people will go. I know my parents will want to go. Yeah. So, and Udi will go. Okay. Now with Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run unlocked to this new adventure, does this make Star Tours obsolete?
Yeah. I mean, I think as much as I love Star Tours for the nostalgia, I've been making the argument it's been obsolete for quite some time.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, especially when Galaxy's Edge opened up, I'm like, yeah, and Smuggler's Run, the original iteration of it as well was like enough for me to be like.
You think even then it was obsolete?
Yeah. Even though, and just to make it worse, every time I've been on there, I always get Crete, and I hate Crete, and I hate that whole thing, and I'm like,
Oh, is Crete from The Last Jedi?
Yeah. Reminds me of the worst movie going experience of my life. Every time I go on there, me and Seth were just like, we were like, great, Crete. Like we saw, we're like Crete. We both were like Crete, and we're like, yeah. Okay,
yeah. I was sort of thinking that the other day that now this pretty much nullifies Star Tours. Because Millennium Falcon, it seems like it's a much better experience.
Yeah, you know? from what I'm hearing, they've upped the interactivity with everybody. They're making it so you have more to do, kind of more delivering on what I think what people had, well, at least what I had during the initial, like kind of talk of what was going to be. This is more along the lines of what I thought it was going to be initially.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, give them credit because this was something that I get. I mean, the attraction's not that old, and for them to be able to do this, again, these are the things that I'm seeing the Disney like. Okay, we see it. Now we're slow. Sorry, we're slow. Or maybe they're not slow. Maybe I'm being too mean when I say that, or maybe their focus was not there. Their focus were in other spots. Their focus was they were being distracted, whether it be by other developments, other projects, certain, how do I put it? Some certain thought processes that were taking more priority over delivering product. They kind of wanted to, we're going to focus on this kind of stuff. So maybe that's what it is. And now that the stuff is getting cleaned up, like, hey, no, we need to return, and we've had these things in the can. I mean, we all know Imagineers have that. I mean, that's their job to
sure
up, you know what I mean? So maybe this is what it is. Like Disney's finally going like, okay, we're gonna focus back in here. Like we've been running around doing this kind of stuff that hasn't really been a positive for the company that we thought was an important thing, but we realized at the end of the day, it isn't really a positive return for the company. It's not been what we thought it was going to be. So let's return back to our bread and butter. And I keep on saying, like, Disney, this is not a mystery for Disney. None of this stuff is a mystery for Disney on how to excel in the guest experience. None of it is.
Right.
They are the kings of this. They are the originators. They are the top of the mountain. And this is where I'm constantly going, thank you, Universal. Thank you, Universal, because I think this is a huge push from Universal as well, recognizing their market share is getting bigger over at Universal. This is pushing Disney to like, we got to let go of all this other stuff that isn't feeding people into the park, heightening the guest experience and making people want to return.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gilbert, yeah, it was amazing when it first came out, mind blowing, but it's been like 40 years, it's pretty obsolete. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Speaking of Universal, chill in the city walk after the day at Universal. Isn't it your birthday, Jason? Is today your birthday? I think it is. Is it his birthday, Udi?
I think it's today.
If so, Jason, happy birthday. And how was Universal? Okay. With the gas prices, what are you typing?
Oh, I'm saying Jason should be typing furiously right now.
Oh yeah. With the gas prices where they are, they need to discount heavily this year. I don't disagree.
I don't disagree either. I think there's a lot of things that, like I said, I think there's certain things that they just weren't focusing in on, and I think again, I think one of the biggest things is they went too far with the crowding issue, and the only way they thought to fix it was to do that, and it's a negative. It became a negative. Like, you can't, when you price people out. Again, that is one thing we talked about it before, Mark. Is happy birthday.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about that, Mark, like before our last recording, that there's people out there in our sphere that talk like, oh, well, Walt wouldn't do this and Walt wouldn't do that, and we all go, oh,
those guys, yeah.
We're like, dude, you don't know. There are very few things that we can say with very strong certainty that Walt would be like, nah, I'm not having it. When it comes to creative stuff, dude, no. I don't. Too many people try to act like Walt would have done this or that when it comes to creative. I'm like, bro, you don't know. I don't know. I don't even try to act like I would know. I would think, but I don't know. But the one thing that we knew, that when he created the park, was for families and to make it open for everybody. So when we sit here and go like, no, these prices are crazy and insane and pricing people out, we know for a fact Walt would have been like, nah, because the core of the park and the creation of the park was that. And this is directly in opposition to that. So we could look at that and go like, you almost guaranteed you wouldn't be happy about that.
No.
Thing. Yeah. So when you look at what it is, so yeah, they need to just stop. I mean, I think if they just paused all their pricing, all their raising, everything, they just paused it all right here and left it here for a good year or two, everybody would be like, oh. And then when they have to, and only increase when they have to, and this would be during some kind of market fluctuation, would it be the price of food goes up, of an item goes up? Like, meat went up for a while. Okay, well, we have to raise the price for meat because we're paying more. Okay, but then those are the things that I think most consumers would be like, well, we're paying more for it here at home, so we kind of see a direct correlation there. So I think if Disney does that and they just pause everything, I mean, everything. Parking, ticket prices, food prices, everything, just pause it all. AP prices, merch prices, just stop it. I think a lot of people are like, thank God. And then you see people coming back. You just see people coming back. Let everybody adjust to this and remove that barrier of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they want to make money. They do make money. But I feel like with the other sectors of the company, if they can correct those and not be such a drain on the entire system, they're more able and they're more apt as a whole thing to do these kind of things.
I agree.
Yeah.
A couple comments. Let's see. It was good. Nice to see the tour again for so long. Okay, awesome. I'm glad you had a great time at Universal.
Yeah.
The second one was like 50 or 60 less than the first one, so the second one wasn't as good as deal. Okay, Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. No Star Tours is better than Smuggler's Run. It's not even close in my book. Wait, what? Star Tours wait times are always just as much as more as a Smuggler's Run. Wow, interesting. Well, teach their own. I'm going to say my take is that the ride technology is obsolete now compared to that.
Mm-hmm.
Whether the story's good or not, I don't know. I don't like either. So, I mean, I'm more inclined to run Smuggler's Run than Star Tours. I wonder which one eats more people an hour. I mean, you would think that Star Tours with the bigger cabin, but Smuggler's Run puts up
the bigger cabin and the more and more, but a lot of people don't go to it.
Yeah.
No, in all reality, Star Tours should be a people leader. Like,
yes.
And it was for a minute. It really, really was. I mean, you had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ride vehicles? 1, 2,
I don't. 3, for what? Smuggler's Run?
No. For Star Tours.
Oh, well, I have no idea.
I think it's 5.
Okay.
And then you have like 40 plus people in each cab, if not 50, 40 or 50 people in each one, as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 pods, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Or is it 12 for smugglers?
Oh no.
Huh. I'm trying to picture the ride system in my head. But anyway, and that's 6 per, Anyway, you put it, yeah. Star Tours, if it had people going, would be a people leader by far. Yeah. I keep on getting Crete. Like I said, I keep on arguing that I keep on getting Crete, so I'm kind of over it.
Okay. Let's see. We're at an hour here, so I should wrap this up. Gary Bear, fair enough. Star Tours gets me motion sick, so that's why I don't like it anymore. Back in the day, it blew my mind for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Same for me. Even with the Dramamine, it's still something about that ride kind of just bothers me. But that's okay. I'm glad people enjoy it, and I'm glad it's there for people to enjoy. But I just think the ride tech pales in comparison to what you have more of an individualized experience on Smuggler's Run.
Yep.
Because at least you can control it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so episode 49 of LTP Lounge is about to wrap up. We want to say thank you for spending time with us this evening. Click and subscribe to this. Tell your friends about it. We're at 84 followers. Let's get to 90. No, let's get to 100 by mid-June. So we can get more traction. Again, we are the LTP, the Leaving Today podcast. We come out every other Monday. Our audio show comes out. Episode 246 drops next Monday. And again, we're an open and honest podcast. We're very accessible. So if you guys like being in the chat, we love it. If you guys want to actually come on video, please let us know. We'd love to have you on. It only makes the show better, so don't be embarrassed. We are who we are. So, Udi, where can people find out more information about you?
You can find me on my other podcast, The Mando Show. We're covering Maul, and we're getting ready to talk about the Mando and Grogu movie. So we'll have that coming out shortly, and then you can find me on my Instagram, which is HAXGOALIE, Haxgoli, and of course you can find me on our podcast, Leaving Today Podcast, and here.
Yes, absolutely. Let's see here. Of course, I have to throw my QR code up here. We do have a Patreon if there's something you'd like to join. You don't have to, of course, but it helps us with the software for this show. It also helps us with our hosting fees for our regular show. We have a comment. Let's see. Later, guys. Fun show as always. Hey, Gary Bear, you made it fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for coming in with your comments. Always good to have you on. And again, Gary Bear, if you want to come on, we'd love to have you on.
You know how to get a hold of us.
You absolutely do.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely do. Okay. Well, until next week, we'll see you next Wednesday at 6 Indy time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had like 5 to 6 to 7 people watching tonight. That's okay. It's something. It's something.
Yep.
But we will see you next Wednesday at 6. In between now and then, episode 246 will drop, and that's available anywhere that you can find podcasts: Apple iTunes, iHeartMusic, Spotify, whatever, any place you can find it. Amazon Music has it. So yeah, We are good to go. All right. So we will see you next Wednesday. Adventures out there. We love you.